My name is Sven Jamza. My prompt was to interview salespeople from 3 different companies and just compare and contrast a little bit their positions and talk about like kind of what I found most interesting and also I guess mainly what I would like most about their position. So I figured I'd talk about kind of a little bit first off where I work in the field that I work in. Because I do sales and marketing for a sign shop in Spanish Fork called Creative Signs and Graphics. So basically my position is generally like marketing stuff, but there's also a lot of sales involved in that. And then also I work as a graphic designer as well. And so as a graphic designer in our company, we also do all the sales for it. So like I have my own like a growing list of clients basically that I do all their designs for their physical advertisements. So like signs and banners and like LED boards and stuff like that. So, and vehicle graphics. So the thing that I've loved most about from that position is working with different people and like kind of like an ongoing process of different clients coming our way and such. So I guess I'm kind of hard to keep grounded a little bit in a job. Like I kind of have to be always moving, not like physically from place to place, but mentally I kind of have to be always advancing onto the next thing, like putting a lot of energy into one thing and then I get bored and so I have to move on to the next thing. So part of what I do is great for that because I can continue to work with new clients and new projects for them and stuff. And one thing that I've been doing recently as I'm the marketing director is trying to find larger scale clients and provide them a reason to come over to our company from a different sign shop. So one thing that we're doing is for our larger clients, we are building them portals on our website where they can go on and like order their customized signs, because all the graphic design at our company is custom really, because you can't just get on and order the same signs. Like to some extent, like you can order parking signs and bathroom signs and stuff like that. That's all custom. But we're building portals for our biggest clients that have their logos and their information and their contacts and stuff like that. And what we're doing is we're taking that same code from those portals on our website and copying them to new portals and going to larger clients that we don't have, that we like that we're going to next week. We're gonna go try to get Crumble Cookies as one of our clients to do all their signage for them. And so what I've done is I've created, before we've even gone there, I've created about 20 different signs that they can order a bunch of every time they open up a new shop. So that way, rather than opening up a new shop, calling the closest sign company and going through the hassle of, okay, here's my artwork, here's the pricing for that, okay, let's get this done. And then like installation's always different with every company. What we're gonna do is we're gonna like help these, or I guess explain to these new larger scale clients that you want to come to us because it will be the same every single time. You just log on to the website, enter in your password, order the signs you need. They're already custom priced out to be like accurate for us and for them. And then they go straight into production and then we ship them off, and it's a very smooth process. So I really like doing that. I really like my job to make our clients' lives easier. One of the people I interviewed that I'll talk about in a second works in a call center. I know that's like, it's a sales position and it's one that a lot of people have had and a lot of people have hated. And that's one side of sales that I don't like, is just the cold calling, the constant nagging, they're just trying to be really competitive and really brutal and just really hammering things in to get them to give you their money. Which that's what I do to some extent, but I get to do it in a way that benefits the client almost more than it benefits us, really, to help our company land them as a permanent client and sign contracts and stuff like that. Okay, I think this is a better angle. Don't mind my messy office. So anyway, like I mentioned in the last little section, my friend that works at a call center, I'm going to start off with him because I think everybody kind of knows how a call center works, and about how, like, if you get good at it, you can be successful and stay there for a long time. But often call centers have a really high turnover rate. I remember I interviewed for a marketing position at a call center about a year ago, and I asked him what their turnover rate was. And she goes, 400. I'm like, 400 what? And she goes, 400%. Like, you turn over your floor, like your sales floor, 4 times every single year. So I think that's what she meant, and she didn't really like explain it that well, but I've looked up a lot of like different numbers and stuff, and yeah, call centers, like they seem great. You walk in, it's a really cool, like trendy hip office, and lots of young people, and like ping pong tables, basketball courts, pickleball courts all over the place. And that's usually a red flag because the job they're doing sucks. They call up somebody who doesn't even expecting their call, and this one in particular was a company that sells credit repair. But anyway, the reason why I interviewed there is because I have a buddy that is like one of their top salesmen that's been there for several years, and he loves it. He just loves the position so much because the way that he sees it is that he's selling credit repair, and he's literally like helping people restore their credit scores so they can go on and get better loans, mortgages, and all that stuff. So he really likes it, and he's really good at it. The guys that were interviewing were like, yeah, this guy makes so much money selling these products. So when I asked him kind of about what he likes, he said for the first 6 months it was brutal for him because he was the one doing the cold calls. He was the one that was just facing constant rejection, and they promised him like all this, all this commission on all these sales. And then if you didn't make commission, if you don't have enough to make commission, they would give you an hourly rate of, it was like $10 an hour or something like that. But they're like, oh yeah, you could be making $20 after your first 2 weeks, $20 an hour. And then now, once he's proven his point, like once he's proven his worth in this company, he gets all the layover sales. So all the people that are calling him, they're calling the company with a goal in mind and with basically the credit card out ready to run. So he really likes that because he has really pleasant conversations with people that call him on the phone. He said, honestly, you can love or hate sales, and about 50% of it is your customer service skills. So he loved working with people to help them with their credit scores and help them improve. And it's a great company to work for, actually. Like, they give good benefits. The job can be mundane, but they have really flexible work schedules. You go in, I think, at like 6:30, which is early. You go in at 6:30, and then you work on it for a few hours doing like some computer work and stuff, just like getting ready for the day. And then I think at 8 you start making calls, and then you're done by 2 o'clock. So yeah, like those are more of those perks I was talking about. That yeah, the company can be great, but if you don't love your job, you're gonna hate your job. The next person I wanted to talk about was a cousin of mine. His name is Brian, that lives down in Texas, who he sells for a company called, I don't know how to pronounce it, I think it's Fluor. It's Fluor. But it's basically this massive, like, global kind of construction company. I don't know if that's what they would consider themselves to be, but they're first on their list of services. It's engineering, procurement, fabrication, construction. What he does is he sells the engineers. So like he sells services, the engineering and design services. And basically, not does he just sell like the company services, but he goes out and he convinces companies to be sold on their specific people that they have behind the computers doing the engineering and the design. And he said he loves it because he works not only with the people he's selling to, but the engineering and design staff that he's selling for. He's trying to sell them their services, and he says the best thing is working with people. He said there's a lot of numbers involved in his job. It can be really stressful at times because he's just like, the services that they sell are millions and billions of dollars. He said that his job is different every single day, and that's what he loves the most about it, is that he said a lot of sales can be mundane, kind of repetitive, but for his, where his company provides thousands of like different projects and services, his job is different enough every day where he wakes up and he's ready for the challenges, and he says he's a problem solver, and that's what you need to be a salesperson. You need to find, not only just like find the solution to other people's problems, but find their problems as well. And he loves doing that. He loves to find ways that his company can help out other companies, and then sell the services from his amazing coworkers. And this last one is on a slightly smaller scale. I guess not smaller scale than the first one, but definitely smaller scale than my cousin Brian. But so I used to work at Al Sporting Goods. I'm a big mountain biker. Got it right here. And so I've known a couple like representatives from mountain biking brands. And I was talking to I was interviewing one of the sales reps for GT cycles, asking him a little bit about what he loves most about his job. And I kind of knew what his answer was going to be, because my like dream job would be to be in marketing for like some kind of outdoor company, but specifically bikes. I love biking. And I knew pretty much what he was going to say. And so he does kind of what I do a little bit. He does a little bit of marketing and a lot of sales. And I asked him, so what's the best part about your job? He said, I'm selling stuff that will get people off their ass and into the mountains. He said, there's nothing better than like selling things that are other people's hobbies. Mountain biking is an industry that is just booming over the last few years, and especially now because of coronavirus. I don't know if you noticed, but there are like no bikes in bike shops. So that's what he said he loves the most, is he loves selling something that gets people out and about. And I couldn't agree with him more. I used to sell bikes at Al's occasionally. I mainly did like e-commerce kind of stuff, but he just loves like the opportunity to help people out. And he said the best thing is that a lot of his job is out on the trail, where he's trying to acquire new, not influencers, but like kind of sponsors, or people to sponsor for racing gear and like bikes, and he just loves his job environment so much. And it's something that I hope to end up in, but even if I stay in the current job that I'm at right now, I'll be happy forever. So but yeah, he said that's his favorite thing, is just selling something that people are passionate about and that people like, and that get them off their computer. Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it wasn't too short or too long. But yeah, go sales.